what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is about...
Oh boy. And we got one, and none other than MICCA and Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
She finally speaks out.
She drops a couple bombers in this here interview. Bombers that you would have never predicted that would have ever been bombers in a video coming from MICCA.
Sound check real quick. Sound check. Yep, we're good on the sound, and yes, man, let's jump right into it. Let go.
All right, so let's get into Anton Daniels. Here's my thinking. With your vast erudition or knowledge in politics, was that the connection or bond? Because as I understand, he's a conservative, and much of his rhetoric, if you will, is political.
Correct.
Is that fair to say?
That's fair.
That is fair. Was that the bond or the connection between you and Anton?
Absolutely. So I was a watcher of Anton's content way before, I actually knew Anton. So that is one of the bases of my connection with Anton, and also the financial conservatism too, because Anton knows a lot about financial decisions.
Okay, and how would you describe your political relationship with him?
Political relationship, what do you mean?
Yeah, so is it primarily the relationship or the friendship you have is primarily about politics?
Well, no. Well, the relationship that we have now is primarily business.
Or prior to, when you say now, there's an emphasis that maybe it was different prior to.
No, the only prior to is before I knew him.
Okay.
So before I knew him, of course, I'm a consumer at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm, looking at Anton, like I said, from the conservative politics and the fiscally conservative shows he used to have.
Yeah. And what was it that caught your attention to stay connected to the work that he does?
Before I knew him?
Yep.
Oh,
you said you was a consumer of his work. Yeah.
It would be like the Millionaire Morning Show. That's actually what I did watch. I didn't know Anton's other shows until we started working together.
Sure.
But the Millionaire Morning Show, it has, like I said, it has different components of news, financial information, politics,
sure,
and a little bit of pop culture, which is my lane.
Yeah. And even with that being your lane, how did the lanes collided, if you will? Meaning that at some point, either you reach out, you email, you DM, you say, hey, this is great work you're doing. It's something that I'm interested in knowing more about. How was that establishment?
So Anton reached out to me.
Sure.
And he asked.
Well, let me ask you this, just for clarity for the public. When you say he reached out to you, so if you're a consumer of his work, how does he know to reach out to you?
He doesn't know to reach out to me.
So how?
It just happens that, well, I watch a lot of people.
Sure.
Online, but it just happened that he emailed me. I have my email up on my Instagram. I have it up on my
Yeah, but that's what
YouTube.
I'm asking. How did he know? How did he establish connection with you to know to email you?
Well, from what he told me, somebody sent him my work, and so he wanted to work with me, so he emailed me.
Okay, so someone sent him your information, and then he decided to reach out to you.
Somebody sent him my content, and he decided to look me up. He got my email, sent me email.
And if you can be transparent, what did he say in the email, or what did he say that established your interest to move to the next step?
Well, when I got the email, I already knew who Anton Daniels was because I'm watching Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
So he asked if I would be interested in doing an interview. I said, sure.
Okay. And the interview, does he normally invite guests to come on?
All the time.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Anton has like one-on-ones with pretty much anybody. If his audience finds somebody intriguing, which is how he found me in the first place, then he'll bring them on. Or if he finds them intriguing.
Yeah. And then you establish this sort of cordial friendship, if you will. It's a friendship at that point because you weren't working.
No. So once I did after I did the interview did really, really well.
Okay.
Especially
and what was the
for
interview about?
everything. Anton asked me stuff from relationships, like my thoughts on relationships, because Anton does relationship panels and all of these things. So from relationships to politics to whatever he can come up with.
So it wasn't really a targeted subject, if you will.
Nope.
It was just, I want to have you on and I want to interview you about whatever comes to mind or whatever he is interested in talking about.
Correct.
Some people would say that's a cake bake. Do you feel it was?
And what's a cake bake?
A cake bake is when I have a sort of a hidden agenda, if you will, for reaching out to a specific person, sort of making you believe that it's one thing and it could be something else. I may have insidious.
Well, just to inform a lot of y'all, that's what men do a lot. Cake bake. You know what I'm saying?
Get over here.
Actually, like, I need you to come. You know that song we made earlier? Yeah, I need you to come to the studio, you know what I'm saying, and listen to it so we can know, you know what I mean, throw them ad-libs on top of it. Yeah, he's cake baking. He really want to get them, you know what I'm saying, because he got an ulterior motive. Yeah, we know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Said cake. She like, what's that? Cake baking.
Characteristics.
Yeah.
And then once I'm able to lure you in, if you will, I sort of cake bake that situation, meaning that now I have your attention and I have you a part of my space, if you will.
Well, I've never heard of that, but I mean,
that's why
there could be people that can, but I can tell you right now, Anton was always like straight on for it, professional. Like there was really
no. I'm not questioning his character.
I'm just saying like there's nothing really that would fit into what you were, what you're describing. Yeah.
So to you, based on my definition of cake bake, inviting you to come onto the show to have a conversation about no particular topic, or at least a topic that he would serve as a prowess, did not feel like a cake bake.
No, because, and let's be clear, especially in the independent podcasting space.
Sure.
Some podcasters are, particular, you and I would be amongst the top, because a lot of them don't really have an actual angle. They get around, they talk, they do this, that, and the third. So it's not uncommon that somebody might say, "Oh, I like what you said there. Hey, you want to come on the show?" And it might not be anything in my field or lane, but that doesn't stop them from reaching out.
And where's the show taped?
So he tapes in Detroit.
So he's in Detroit. So you had to fly out to Detroit?
Correct.
Did he or the show pay for you to come out?
Correct.
And did they pay for your room and board as well?
Correct.
So you stayed in a hotel. Actually, let me pose that as a question. Did you stay in a hotel?
Correct.
You did stay in a hotel. And you stayed alone in a hotel?
Correct.
Okay, just because these are questions that have come in, so I just want to bring some clarity. At what point do you believe the public and other people started paying attention to your friendship?
I think
when the photos and a lot of that start surfacing.
Probably
courtside.
When I started to actually be a regular.
Podcast.
Okay, so give us that timeline from when he flew you out, you participated as a guest, you're done with the show, you fly back home. At what point from that last time up until you became a regular were you in communication with him?
So,
like months?
So after I did the first interview,
sure.
Probably maybe a couple of weeks after the interview aired and Anton could actually see how it was doing, I got a really good response from his audience. And so his audience decided, to people that don't know Anton, sure. Anton is a big advocate of what his viewers and his watchers think, his chat, all of that.
Right.
He calls them his co-host. A chat is like Anton is a
advocate of, you were saying
of listening to what they like.
I see. Okay.
So if they like this or that, he will pay attention to it,
Okay.
and he'll try to implement that in the show. So Anton watched how everybody pretty much loved the interview. They're like this part about it. Oh, I think we think she's smart. We like this. She's pretty. Blah blah blah. Whatever. And so
people actually said you were pretty, because you are.
yeah.
You're beautiful.
Thank
but
you.
Well, we used to work together, woman,
Yes,
so I know this
yes.
stuff. But I just want to make sure that I'm really captivating the responses that the public wants. So people were saying, based on what he shared with you, that people said you were beautiful, you were smart.
Well, no, it's not based on what he was sharing with me. It's based on what's still on the page.
I see.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you can see that in the comment section, and of course, when it aired, you can see it in the chat.
Sure.
So you see all of these different things, and you're like, okay, well, if this is something that
You're a dog.
people are interested in, then I should explore more on it.
Okay.
And so Anton decided that he was going to revamp one of his channels that he canceled, called Fight Club or something like that. And he decided to make it like a nightly talk show.
Okay.
And when I guess he went on one of his live streams, and as the bag chasers, as they're called, what they thought, and a lot of them, bring MICCA, bring MICCA, bring MICCA, bring MICCA, bring MICCA. And so
you were heavily requested.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
appearance.
Yes, and you can, and I tell people this all the time. With Anton, 99% of the things that he does is on camera,
Yeah.
so you can go back and just look at the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious, does he also recruit males?
Yes.
So right now the team is made up, if you will. So let me make sure I understand this. The show, which are you hired by him currently on a show?
Well, it's called Room 9 now, but at the time it's called After Hours.
So it's called Room 9. It was called After Hours. And how many regular guests or co-hosts rather are on there?
I want to say 5 or 6 now. So when it started, it was just me and Quentin.
I didn't know that. Just
a
heard
gentleman
Quentin
named
started.
Quentin.
That's crazy.
And then it grew.
Okay. And now it's made up of male-female ratio, which
correct.
is, what's the male-female ratio?
So 1, 2, 3, so maybe 4 females, 3 males.
4 females, 3 males. Okay. Yeah. Are you a paid employee?
Correct. Well,
That's
I'm
on Quentin and
contracted.
Slimmy.
Contracted.
Correct.
Yeah. And do you have to fly out every time?
No, most of it is virtually. Only when we're actually like doing something, some like a bunch of content where we have to go there.
Yeah. What sealed the deal for you in working with Anton, or at least felt comfortable to say, I want to stay on as a contractor, and I really like what he has? What sealed that deal? So you become a guest and then you go back.
So for those don't know what's going on, man, this is MICCA, the one from the show when Corey said, and you need to let that bitch, be spoken for. Like, you know what I mean? Corey, he was wilding out. The girl he called a B in the background, you know what I'm saying? This is indeed her. This is MICCA, you know what I'm saying? It's the one he was talking about. So yeah, man, she's now finally coming out, and we see that she's not on Anton's show no more. So, you know what I mean? She's finally coming out, giving her 2 cents. On what happened, man, because she's been labeled a side chick to Anton. And this whole time, we didn't know she was married. Now she's wearing a fat ring on her finger, but get this, she never wore her ring any other time we saw her. But now, all of a sudden, she just got this fat nugget on her finger, man.
Yeah, that was one of the bombers that I was talking
Yeah.
about at the beginning of the live. Like, who would have known?
Yeah.
Someone to be on a whole panel with another married woman and a previous married woman, we should say, and never mentions her as being a married woman herself. No one ever refers to her as a married woman. They have conversations, certain topics that are for marital point of views, that, you know what I'm saying, and she's never a participant to the point where people acknowledge her as one. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Weird. It's like, is you really married?
Yeah, for real.
home and then you decided to accept the offer, if you will. But what sealed it for you?
What sealed it is I had already started in my podcasting process, and while I was there, I just in that small day and a half window, I got to see Anton's work ethic.
Sure.
And I got to see what goes on behind the scenes in podcasting and what actually, how I can actually get to these numbers and, just things that a lot of people charge for.
Yep.
A lot of people sometimes, especially in Black and brown communities, don't want to tell, like it's some type of secret,
Yep.
or somebody's going to steal their job.
Yep.
And so I was able, to benefit from being able to see this firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something. And he was very open about showing me this or that and the third, because it wasn't a sense of, oh, this is a threat if I tell you this, or you're going to tell other people and I'm not going to be able to make money.
Sure. So right now, your role as a co-host is virtual.
Correct.
How often do you fly, or what would be the need to fly to Detroit?
Only if we're doing other content. So like, we did content one time for, a couple times, but in the beginning, the first time was for my channel.
Sure.
So I needed to do a one-on-one interview. So I got to do that plus our after hours.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Does Anton have you on an NDA? I've read that somewhere. A non-disclosure agreement for people who don't know.
Yeah, they always say that because some people pay attention to.
But does he have you on one?
No, I'm not on
NDA. So you're not on NDA.
No, I'm not on NDA. But he does give out NDAs to a lot of people.
No, but hold
Staff. You mean staff?
Anybody that he works with. So they don't have to be staff if he just maybe interviewed you or whatever.
But were you ever on the NDA?
No.
So what's the exception? Why are you an exception?
I don't think I'm an exception because I don't ask, who's on an NDA. So I don't know.
But you know that other people are.
But I have seen him, put people on NDA. But as far as staff go, I don't ask. It's almost like at your job, you don't go, well, what's your salary?
Oh,
what's your salary?
Oh no, they do.
Depending on where you're not supposed to.
They wouldn't ask me.
In HR, you're not supposed to.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I've never inquired to the other hosts if they have it or not, because I really don't care.
Now, are you paid per episode?
No, I'm paid per month. Just
per month.
Yeah, like YouTube.
Wow, how much does he pay you?
It depends.
The range.
It depends because we bring in a lot of super chats, which is extra money that the audience gives.
And that's the way he makes the money for the show?
No.
Okay.
YouTube has AdSense and he has sponsorships, things like that. So all of that is factored in, plus anything that the audience gives as well.
Sure. So how much does he pay you? We were just talking about that range. Unless you want to specifically say how much.
I'm not going to give a specific,
right?
Because that's the NDA characteristic.
No,
that's my.
Or
that's
you want to protect him?
That's
so
my
then how
business.
Much?
That's my business mind sense, because there are other people on that show. I do not know how much.
So then let's give a range, because a range doesn't pinpoint the range.
That's why I said I can do the range.
Yeah, sure.
You asked me to pinpoint.
Sure. What's the range?
So I can do a range of anywhere between 2 to maybe 35.
To what? I don't know. You said $2,
to
200.
35.
2,000
to 35.
To 3,500 a month.
Correct.
Okay. For your
I'm only on that show. So there are some people that are on 5 days a week. There are some people that are on 1 day a week. And for me, I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay. So Thursdays and Fridays, you make a good amount of money just for Thursdays and Fridays?
Correct.
Yeah. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's been out there. Mm-hmm. So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married?
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Yeah, it was like
because a lot of people assume that
I wouldn't let him meet him.
When you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
no, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication?
I mean,
that he met your husband?
they don't have a form of communication where they talk.
Yeah, that was a delay.
Yeah, so but you said he did not meet your husband in person.
No.
Absolutely.
Is that to imply that he met him virtually?
Damn.
No.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why it's not a thing. But I talked to my husband about it.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners. And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah.
We're business partners, absolutely.
You're not friends?
No.
Okay.
Friends would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes, correct.
Yeah, like
outside of business.
Yeah,
correct.
like not. We were, me and you were shooting here, and then we just get something to eat afterwards, but we are doing business.
Yes.
I'm saying, hey, are you up? Are you available today? Or you want to go out to the blah blah blah?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
But do you believe it was important at some point for you to introduce your husband to Anton?
Yeah, because
I'm sure his wife thought it was important to meet you.
So I can't speak on what his wife thought.
Correct.
But the one time that I would have is when we had an event here, but he had to work. So, I mean.
But have you made it a concerted effort to make it happen? We do what we want to do, when we want to do it, for whom we want to do it for. And if something is really important to you and your family, either on your end as a wife, you absolutely make a concerted effort for this man, or
go ahead,
or Anton as a man says, I want to meet your husband just because you're married, and I don't want any messaging or anything else to be misconstrued by him or the public. So it's fair that I introduce myself. Has that conversation happened?
No, that conversation has not happened. And I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
My thing, again, my business dealings is normally with me, my manager, things like that. But it's not without my husband knowing. So everything that I do, every place that I go, everything that I'm going to be doing, my husband knows. And I have to actually talk about it with him, tell him what I'm doing, things like that.
How did you reassure your husband this was strictly business? Like, if my wife is flying to another state, at some point I'm going, or I need to meet this person in person. And it doesn't matter to me if he's single or married. It doesn't matter to me if he feels that he wants to meet me. I want my wife to be very committed and loyal to the idea of her business engagements. I should be comfortable with as a husband. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Sure.
But my my thing is, I think a lot of people sometimes misconstrue is this. You guys separate for some reason, independent from like big conglomerates, right? So if there's a person that has a business,
Sure.
it automatically changes from if Disney calls you, right? Because there have been other things that I have done as far as movie sets and other things that my husband has not gone to, and nobody would bat an eye if I'm talking to the director or if I'm going to meet, for a shoot for this or that. Your spouse is not always coming, and so I think the notion that just because is this person, and I understand that people have their own thoughts and perceptions of people, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to people who are in independent media, they think it's more of a personal level, and still it's business.
Yeah. But I think what people may feel befuddled or confused by is at some point you put the business aside when rumors are brewing, when images are plastered all over social media.
Now you're talking about a year later.
Okay, so before a year later, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a concern from your husband about your business relationship with Anton?
My business relationship, absolutely not.
Has
Because one, he can watch it. Like,
Man, first and foremost, stop the show. We're going to drop a bomb for the like, comment, subscribe, hype up the content. Let's go.
Sit there and watch it. And then two, if he has a concern or anything he wants to know, I just tell him.
Has he ever been incredulous? Skeptical?
Incredulous.
Yeah, has he been with your flying out there, or depending on how long you stay, or just the mere fact that I never even met this
big
person?
One on there.
Has he just had that sort of incredulity, if you
Cake
will,
bacon,
about
incredulous.
not meeting your male
He bought his best
business
Dior
partner?
towel for this one.
So I think he would like to be, more involved with coming out there, but again, and you know what my husband does for a living,
Sure.
so it's not feasible.
No, it's feasible, because here's how I see it. If Anton has to get on
he
an
bought his
airplane-
best. He went to the barber, got his best barber out chair, boy. Fade game on, you know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm a former dog, I'm a mutt.
Got his fade game on, bro.
He's like, who you playing? Look, I'm in this blue blazer. Stop playing with me.
Dior tie. You see, that's
Yeah.
That's
He
Dior.
said, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
That
now.
Dior.
And the man gonna think step one, them buns, and how much fun he gonna get.
Boy, ain't no
step
fucking
two.
way, boy. Boy, ain't no way,
It's
boy.
now what you can do to disguise that. Oh, you do some content, some work. Okay, now we can, we're gonna make that as the
Hold on, wait, but
the blanket of the situation.
when you said buns, what do you mean?
Oh, them.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Those
We're
buns.
talking about she's the market fresh everybody.
Yeah, I
she
mean
is,
cold cuts.
she's-
They warm
turkey.
cuts.
She's the turkey version, you know what I'm saying? Straight when you come up to the drive-through or you walk into the diner and you ask for it, straight fresh off you see them cutting the meat. You know what I'm saying? And you see them cutting it down like, yeah. MICCA, it brings the sense, it makes the guys go, wow.
Hut, baby.
You see this man said, oh, they call you pretty. You are beautiful. See,
Yeah, he upped it, right?
Like, come on now.
Yeah,
It is
boy.
what it
plane
is.
and come and meet your husband out of respectability, then that's what a man does.
If that
So it's feasible.
I was talking about feasible for if anytime I have to get up and go do something, and it's not just.
Oh,
with
I know
Anton.
that, because your husband hasn't always been on the show when we were doing something, so I get that.
Correct, and
Yeah.
so that's what I mean by it's not always feasible. But if if it was to that point where he wanted to have, Anton do something, or if it was, well, I want to go,
Sure.
that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's never I don't, how should I say it? I don't give I need to hide this, or it's just, I just really feel that because this is independent, that we are not looking at it as business, because
what is independent?
Because this is okay, so this is your business here.
Sure.
I can talk to you directly instead of having to talk to 1,001 people
Yes.
to get to you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
With that, it's still a business,
Yep.
but I can talk directly to you. So I can talk directly to Anton. So being that I can talk directly to Anton, I think people get a sense of that, well, because you can do that, then now it's something more happening if you go meet with this person.
Yeah.
Versus looking at it still the same. Yeah, this is not a big corporation, but this is still business, and this is still a person that is going to be employing me, contracting me, whatever. That still has to happen. If I was flying to Disney has to pay for my room and board.
Yeah.
Disney has to do this, that, and the third. And so again, I think because it's a singular person that is easily accessible per se.
That's right. Yep.
Now it's a different notion. Well, this must be for this, instead of looking at it as business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or because I'm gonna explain.
Well, I don't want to get into wordsmithing.
No, there's no wordsmithing.
Okay.
The
No
reason why I'm
wordsmithing.
asking.
Because then I want to talk about some pictures too.
No,
Okay.
I got you. But
Yeah.
the reason why I'm asking is because there's two different things, right? So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personally, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things. So that's why I asked, which one are you talking about?
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, MICCA, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking to me. However, I will say what I probably should have paid more attention to is the fact that people take content.
But like I said, though, this is how we know a lot of that is, you know what I mean? She's being a little facetious and going around it because, once again, this is the first time I ever seen her with her ring. And Anton would be up there giving MICCA all the privilege and other ones. He knows Carrie. He knows, what's her name? The light-skinned Molly. He knows Molly's married as well, man. And he be just, the way he talks to him, like nice and all seductory, you know what I'm saying? Or like debonair, man. He just be, you can see it, bro. Like,
And then you see,
I'm lost.
You see the Molly do it a little bit better.
Yeah, like, yup.
So it be given.
Then
The only one that is not for that
is Carrie. Exactly, about to say, Carrie.
Bring it full center now that we know MICCA is part of the wife club.
Yeah, didn't know she was married.
Wait a minute. Carrie is giving the right vibes that a wife of a covenancy of a marriage that's respected should give. MICCA, you over jive turkey and like Molly.
And then the new girl, Lex got the nerve to acquiesce to whatever Anton say. Like, no, unless Anton tells me to do it, then I'll do it.
Yes.
So Anton knows that he's the Geppetto in this Pinocchio, Pinocchio thing. He's Geppetto. They're the Pinocchios, you know what I'm saying? And he got the strings just, you know what I mean, bouncing them along, man. We knows that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We never denied any of that. Just sit back and just watch this, you know what I'm saying, roller coaster ride, you know what I'm saying? That's all, man, because we seen it. We've been seeing them flirting. We've been seeing them playing like, yeah, I'm that man with the money. I got the visibility. My channel got 1 million subscribers. You can see it. You can hear the way he talk. Like, yeah, we been knew that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Giving very awkward.
But yeah, he knows what he's doing, man. Just like up there with Corey. So every man knows what they're doing, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
As real life instead of just content, right? Because I come from a world where I know entertainment is entertainment, and people say this and that, you know, with reality shows, all of that is just for entertainment. And they go, the cameras cut off, and they don't really hate each other. They talk to each other.
But has he said those things to you privately?
No, and that's why I asked
It's
you.
all been on the show?
Yes, that's why I asked you
Yeah.
the difference. And that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because if I just said, yeah, he said this word, you would probably think it's just because we're sitting here. That's why I said no. He has done it for content while we're all, and mind you, he says it to not just me, other women on the panel.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Again, at first, because you don't understand,
Who doesn't
content.
understand?
Meaning, well, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
So again, being on YouTube, when you don't understand certain bounds of YouTube panels and things like that, people on panels say all types of egregious stuff or whatever to get reactions from the crowd, right? And so you might personally take stuff a certain way when they were just doing it as a reaction to get people in the crowd.
And so how did you feel?
I didn't feel a certain way. I didn't say anything because I was a little off-putted. But once I understood what he was trying to do, I'm like, okay, well, you can't say this and that and the third. It's okay if you're like, okay, I have beautiful women on my panel. That is fine, right? Because people can acknowledge that people look nice and things like that. But it's when it becomes personalized that it looks funny to the audience.
How does his wife feel? Has his wife, Rita, ever expressed to you her disdain, or have you heard her discuss something with him about her disapproval of saying that to you on a show? Even because
Go ahead.
Well, let me just say this just before you answer. I think there's a line you draw in the sand when I say something because it's content. So I'm producing content here. I'm doing a show. And if I say to you, knowing your husband, wow, you look so beautiful and you're so gorgeous. Boy, I wish we could probably just go for a nice drink. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's never said that to me.
Yeah, but
that's totally different.
He may not have used my words. I'm just saying.
No, he's never done that. Period. Like, oh, well, let's go for it.
But he's called you beautiful.
Oh, yes.
And gorgeous.
Yes.
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 On the show.
Yes.
And to you, that's not a problem. Because it's happened more than once.
Correct.
And I'm not trying to make it a problem.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Let me answer your question. So yes, he said beautiful, gorgeous, whatever. But there's not like, well, I want to take you to the whatever, or let's do this and this and that. And it's just.
Well, he's taking you somewhere. Let's look at this picture. You guys were at a game when you say he wanted to take me somewhere. Now, I'll be honest. When I saw this picture, I was flabbergasted.
Why?
Because.
Wait.
Sure.
So go back to what you were saying, because you can't intertwine the two. So you were asking,
sure,
was he expounding on
flirt
on on the certain type of things that he says. And we were talking about him saying it's beautiful, whatever, but not expounding in that way.
Yes.
Now, what is your question that you're asking now? Because
well, I think I asked it, was it disrespectful? Did you feel that it was disrespectful? And I think you answered it by saying no, because you realize that it's content and people do these shows and they say things. And you also clarified it by saying outside of the show, that has never happened. Would that be correct, what I heard?
Right, but
Yes.
but you use the hook at the end to say, well, he's taking you somewhere.
Well, I think you said something, and we can probably roll it back in post-production. You said something about when we go places or he takes me somewhere. And that's what made me say.
So what I said was he's not adding on to the beautiful or gorgeous, saying, dang, you're so
correct.
gorgeous
Yes.
that I want to take you to the whatever so we can do this.
And I thought we clarified that, because I said those are my words. That's what I said, and you did say he doesn't say that.
No.
Right, and I didn't want to put words in his mouth, but I wanted to be clear. So let's go to the picture.
Okay.
Tell us about this.
Now, see, that's what it was all about. He was trying to let her know, like, from that response, when she said he don't be taking me places, like, don't be trying to ask me to go places. Homeboy, like, well, no, well, that's what he did right here.
Yeah.
He actually took you somewhere. See, nigga acting naive. Either she acts naive or she is naive. It's like, what homie's trying to say is, girly, a man is doing his just due as to be with the gal in some way or some form. Now, he don't need to lead with that jacket on or those pants or those shoes.
Yeah.
But however, he's going to have it on. So you might not think that, oh, he's trying to just dress up to look good for me. Well, but he is. And he knows that it can work, so he'll take it to wherever he needs to take it to. So, hey, you know what I mean? Well, how can I get next to you? I can get next to you if I hire you as one of my employees for my show.
Yep.
Oh, well, I know you're obliged. Let's go. Oh, let's see.
You don't gotta pay for no plane.
I want to be
plane tickets,
just
nothing.
alone. Hey, I can tell you, I'm putting you on the business impromptu. Let's go. You'll see. You'll go when it's the salutation of, hey, invite to a business baking.
Like he said, cake baking.
Yeah.
Cake baking.
But meanwhile, he's like, man,
Your
I
boy's
get to be
Duncan.
alone with this
He's
gal
Mr.
for
Duncan Hines.
hours and
Anton's
hours
Mr. Duncan Hines, the cake
hours
baker, boy.
and hours.
That's why he definitely said, like, if
He can sit with her for hours.
any woman that come on like any trip with him, he got to know that he's able to clap, even if he don't want to. He got to know that he's able to clap buns, like all of the RBs.
Arby's, we have the meats.
And I already knew right there, like, oh, bro's playing that type of game. But the reason why we didn't care over here is because T.I. and Tiny, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, Will and Jada. You know, people do this. That's why we don't even trip. Like, just when you say you're married in this society, you know what I mean? Everyone's marriage is different. So that's why it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, the former Cardi B.
Yeah, somewhere, yes, Offset, yup. Somewhere wear rings, some don't. You know what I'm saying? Some wear the new little colorful little plastic bands now. So yeah, everybody do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Some have open marriages, and there's even many more. What's her name? The husky comedian girl, Monique. Monique said she let her husband, you know what I'm saying, get a couple of them things because she knew she wasn't attractive, you know what I'm saying, years ago. So yeah, man, people.
Oh, hell, y'all know Peaches.
Oh yeah, Peaches, yeah.
The Peaches, you know what I'm saying?
Peaches McIntyre?
Yeah.
Oh, the Instagram. Yeah, the TikToker. Yeah, the
you know
TikToker,
what I'm saying?
Instagrammer, Peaches McIntyre, said her husband, she just paid $25,000 in cash on her husband's child support.
Just so he could get a passport. So
Yeah, because he's not allowed to go out the country. So she got it over on her channel. Peaches paid, went to the bank, counted out 32,000 racks.
Be having arrangements, you know.
Yep, arrangements and all type of, yeah.
They do not follow the ruling guide point of marriage.
Nope, and then we know when most ladies in them be cool with that. Like I said, when T.I. got caught in the background touching that girl's buns, what did Tani say? Long as them little sad chicks don't like come out and be talking. When Ocho Cinco and Evelyn Lozada, remember that famous time when Evelyn said, as long as Ocho has them, things with him, what I'm saying, to cover his, manhood up, everything's cool. 10 minutes later, she opened his pockets, found one of them, and that's what happened to her getting head butted. The first 30 days, she was capping. So, see, man, people be having all type of situations, man. Grown folks do it. They want. I don't even trip. The women be knowing.
How did this happen?
They there for the money.
This was the day that we did the interview. So,
the show did an interview, or just you and him?
This was my interview day.
The first day. Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
So this is my interview day. Because you can go and you can see the outfits, the same outfit, same everything. Now what he is doing here is he had already a business meeting set up there. So there is.
That's what he told you.
No,
correct?
That's what happened.
No, I'm not saying that's what he told you as if that was a cake bake. He told you he had a business meeting and you were invited.
No.
Okay.
So again, back there, probably like on the first level there is a area where if you have, your high roller seats and things like that, you I don't know what they call it there in Detroit, but here in DC, they call it maybe the Ultra Club and things like that, where all the people that have club seats, things like that. Yeah, you have of course conference rooms, other things up there, and back there is where he had his meetings. He met a couple of high profile people. They were talking about sponsorships. They were talking about interviews, a whole lot of stuff.
I still don't think you answered the question. What I'm trying to
get at, what was I doing there?
How did, because I said he had a business meeting and invited you, and you said no. So you didn't fall out the sky. They didn't open up the dome and you came down on a harness into the meeting. So what I'm saying is
hold on. Ask your actual question.
So that's what I'm saying. The interview is over. The one
got her on the full court press.
Correct.
What does the conversation sound like to invite you to come here?
Okay.
Because I said you were invited and you said no.
Okay. So no, that's not what I said. But nevertheless, so again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings at the game, and these people I think will be good for you to meet. I said, sure.
And you were the only one from the team that went, or were there other people? I know you were the only interview.
I wasn't at a team then.
No, I'm saying the interview was his staff, his production. Like you have camera people, producers, etc. So the production is over. Did he not only apprise you that he was going and invited you, were there other production people?
Well,
because we all have gone out together after production.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, again, you have production people and everything, and all that other good stuff. Anton does everything himself.
Yes.
And I do mean all of it. Unless sometimes, like if he has something else going on, there may be another person there because they maybe have to help him with something else. But if it's only like one thing that he's doing outside of his own videos, it's only him.
So his wife wasn't there?
At this one, no.
Right. So you flew out for an interview. Mm-hmm. You went to his studio or place of production. Mm-hmm. Y'all did an interview, and it's just you guys. Correct.
So I flew to Detroit, got to the hotel, okay, got to the studio.
He booked a hotel for you, the location.
Correct.
Okay.
Got to the studio. His wife came past the studio. That's when I first met her.
Sure.
But she did not stay.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it gives foundation. Mm-hmm. How far is the hotel from the studio and from his home, if you knew that?
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's home.
You said from his home, so yeah. I don't know.
You don't know that. Okay, fair enough. From the studio. Give or take 5, 10, 15 minutes or more.
I say maybe 10 or 15.
Okay, 10 or 15. So then he says,
it's all downtown.
it's all downtown. So he says, hey, I got this business meeting. I'm going to this game. Would you like to go with me? And obviously you said yes, because you weren't forced into going.
I got this game. I got this meeting.
I have this meeting. Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct. That's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No. This picture right here, we probably sat on this court maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
we
I
were
see.
in the back.
So a meeting, and then y'all just went on the floor to take a picture.
No, we just went on the floor, and we sat there maybe 10 minutes, and then they had their,
Sat there 10 minutes to watch a game for 10 minutes?
He wanted to see a little bit of the game. Sat there maybe about 10 minutes. The quarter ended, went right back to the back.
Okay, and was his wife invited with you guys to the business meeting?
I don't know if she was invited or not.
Was she there?
If she was there, no.
She was not there. Okay, in that moment, did you feel awkward?
No, because I was there for a meeting. So,
but you had nothing to do with the meeting, right?
Let me finish.
Sure.
I was there for a meeting, right? So he's already having his business dealings, whatever he's going to do. You're in business. You're in this crowd.
Sure.
You absolutely understand that there are networking opportunities. If I know so-and-so and I bring you with me and so-and-so sees you,
Correct.
You can make networking opportunities. And you also know that it does not happen in a vacuum. It does not happen in offices.
Correct.
It does not happen. You can be at the golfing. You can be at the NBA games, all types of things. So again, kind of like, just like the thing we were talking about with it just being the fact that it's just that person that is the business entity. I also think that when people don't know business or people have never experienced what it's like to network, especially with people that are upper echelon, they don't understand that these things don't happen in just offices. These things don't happen in a particular place. So there are a lot of high rollers and business people. Like there were people there that were part of the NBA.
Sure.
The guy that owns the actual arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
All there.
Yeah.
All the mayor, like all there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, the former mayor.
The former mayor, yeah. But here's the difference, and you know this because we work together. I go back to how critical it is for the male that you're working with, particularly when it's sort of independent and we are being seen and these sort of pictures come about. It's important to meet and know your husband. And I'm not saying he isn't a man of character, because I don't know Anton. And I'm not here to vilify him. I'm just going based off how things look and what the concerns have been in the public.
I understand, but that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because there's nothing nefarious that I ever had going on. And again, I never do anything unless my husband knows.
So your husband knew that you were going to this business meeting.
My husband knew that I was where I was.
No, that's not. Let's be very clear with language. So I want to be clear with my question. Okay. Did your husband know that after the show, the interview was over, you were going to a basketball, not a basketball, you were going to a meeting at an arena where a basketball game was?
I don't remember if I told him before or after, but I did tell my husband.
Okay, you told him. But
of course.
When you say you don't remember before or after, is it fair to say you told him after?
No, it's not fair.
Because how do you not remember that?
Because I don't remember everything about that day.
No, but you're a married woman who goes, and I want to be fair to you, but I want us
because to me, everything that I'm doing is business. So again,
but a married woman doesn't forget if she told her husband she went somewhere before or after.
No, you're trying to pinpoint a time frame, and I'm telling you, I don't remember my time frame.
Not a time frame.
I tell my husband everything. So yes, I did, and I posted this. This is my picture.
Yes.
So again, if I was trying to hide it,
So
or
you- do
if I
you-
hold on,
yeah.
if I didn't want my husband to know it, I would have never posted.
So
it.
you think posting it makes you innocuous?
No, I'm telling you that I don't hide anything.
Oh.
I have nothing to hide. And so if I wanted to hide something
Sure.
from my spouse, I would have never.
Let's
done it.
look at the next picture. I thought the next picture was really, really interesting. And in this next
But
picture,
wait, why are you leaving that one? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving that one?
is there more you want to expound?
No, but
Okay.
it's something that you want to expound on because
You said why I'm leaving that picture to go to the next one? Because I felt like you gave clarity. What I heard you say was it wasn't a basketball game I was invited to.
Correct.
I was invited to a business meeting.
Correct.
I heard you say I went for an interview, and after the interview, I was asked and I accepted the offer.
Okay.
I heard you say that I apprised my husband, or you told your husband this is where you were going. You couldn't remember if it was before or after, but either way, your husband knew. And the final thing you said was you posted the picture.
Correct.
I have nothing further. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Next picture. I was flabbergasted by this picture
Okay, tell me why.
because there's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on a married man, leaning on a single man, leaning on another man in a way that suggests I'm feeling you, I like you. This is really some sort of
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
even if it doesn't say I'm feeling you, I don't want
I'm
my
saying,
wife.
why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that suggests that I'm feeling you? Because
Okay, let's
hold on. No,
feel, so
hold
we
on.
don't
The
get
reason
stuck
why
on
I'm
that word.
asking you,
Okay.
the reason why I'm asking you is I have tons of pictures of our former co-hosts
Yep.
with the same lean, everything.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Yes.
And that person is also a male, all right? And we have a working relationship, and it's the same exact type of picture.
But here's the disrespect. Here's the disrespect. This is a married man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me,
I'm not leaning into.
to me, and
There's space there.
here's my perspective of
Okay.
it. There's a gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive. Just my perspective. And your arm is relaxed on his upper shoulder.
Correct.
And I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate. That's if you were my wife, I would have a serious problem. My problem would be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him.
Okay.
Just because, and I will also feel a little uncomfortable that this gentleman obviously did not either push you away or suggest that we shouldn't take this type of picture. I've never met your husband. I fly you out here once or twice. This is this may not be the first time. So which point was this? Not that it matters if it was the third time, the fourth time.
This is the second time.
Oh, goodness. The second time?
This is the second time I'm out there. Not the second time I'm dealing with Anton.
Okay, so what's and it doesn't matter to me, but what's that gap between the first time you're there, he takes you to a business meeting at a basketball game, and you guys are sitting on the floor like you are
That we're working
a couple.
together? And it's not like that.
Well, that's not working
No, go back
together.
to what you just said.
Hold on, is that working together?
No, go back to what you just said.
Which part?
It's not that, no, you said a couple.
Well, pick one.
No, you said sitting on the floor like you are a couple.
Yeah, listen, I'm not.
But you're
MICCA.
you're interjecting your own thoughts, especially.
I'm giving you my perspective.
But your perspective is after I told you. So to put something else there.
Okay, I see.
is just
That's
putting-
fair.
is
Okay,
just
so
putting something else on
but
it.
I think that's a fair point. I don't want to spin it. What I want to say is messaging imagery is critical
I can
because
understand
imagery is messaging.
Correct.
And a lot of times on a jumbotron at a game we often see couples, whether you're high up or you're on the floor. A lot of times when people are on the floor, you see.
Do you sit at the game?
Do I sit at the game?
Correct.
Yes.
Do you sit at the game on the floor?
I have.
No. Do you all the time?
No.
Okay. All right. So who have you met at these games on the floor?
This is my show, not yours. I'm not answering the questions.
Oh, okay. And the reason is,
If I come on your show, then we can get into that.
However,
I'm
but
not
the
answering any
reason
questions.
I asked you
Sure.
is to give perspective, right?
Yes.
Because what I found, okay, because I'm usually in the skybox.
Yes.
When I'm here in DC, I'm in my box. I don't
Yes.
like to be down on the floor. That's not my thing.
Sure.
And MICCA, that's what I said. Well, if you want this next question, you gonna answer that one. Do you or not? This is my show. You not answering. All right, then we done. Yeah, nigga, you gonna answer that one question if I ask.
Right.
I came on here to answer all these questions. I'm not on your show. Okay, well you gonna answer this one on the interview. Done.
Yeah.
In the on the floor, there are family members there. They are some of those people. A lot of them are like business seats.
Yep.
So anybody from these law firms, offices, are down there on the floor.
Yep.
That I've never known who sits down on the floor because I don't care and I don't sit there, right? But by being there, I found out who was actually down there, family members, business partners, all of that. That's who I met.
Listen,
So hold on.
Yes.
So again, I'm not disputing your perspective as far as people that
The
don't
image,
know.
yeah.
Right? That's fair. But when you are in that world and you are in the know and you know more than just the I would say the popular culture of who might sit down there, right? Because you might see your favorite rapper, things like that. But all those people that are sitting beside the rapper, you absolutely don't know why they're there.
But two married people shouldn't be sitting together without their spouses.
No. Now, see, and here we are again with you going back to something that's not, because you are essentially saying that I cannot do any business dealings with somebody that is in business because that person is married.
No, what I'm saying is somebody who's never met your husband.
Because if I go out with you or anybody
and
else,
I met your husband.
Okay, but
the former host has met your husband.
We've already talked about that.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying because you don't know.
No.
You don't know when you're looking at that picture. You don't know if you met him or not.
I know he hasn't met your husband. When I looked at that picture, let me, and maybe because I have inside knowledge.
Yeah, that's why. So my point is, you don't know.
But I don't have to know to know that that's inappropriate. Let me say this, and maybe you just don't see it. You can't see how this could be construed.
That's not what I said.
Okay, so do you see this as being inappropriate?
We just talked about what it can look like imagery.
So let me ask you, forget the imagery. Is this inappropriate to you?
From my perspective, it wasn't, because that's not what I was doing. But I told you, I can understand why people might have thought that, but I literally did not have anything going on or anything, like there's nothing inappropriate going on. So me just leaning didn't seem like an issue to me.
That picture though, that's a little.
Okay, so here's some hard questions I really need to ask you.
Absolutely not.
What is so weird
that one.
Is that as a married woman, I'm thinking, just my feeling, if I had to take a picture, I don't want to be. Why I want to be all up on this person like that?
Yeah, like you just automatically know, like, man, my husband gonna trip if he see this. For yourself.
Just in your own self,
yeah, for yourself. Get to your husband. Yeah, like myself. Like I'm not doing this anyway. Yeah, so it ain't gonna even make it to my husband's gonna. It's a self thing first. Yeah, that's why when people be like, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
why we and the same thing go when people be like a girl be like, oh, well, I'm about to go out and do this. It's like, no, bro, that's a self thing. If she's gonna go out, don't even be tripping. If she's gonna go out, that's first. You don't even need to trip.
Yeah.
She actually alleviated you. Now I know the hurt process is gonna be there, but she actually alleviated you of this problem.
Right.
If she's willing to go. So like she said, herself ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm putting my arm restfully soft on him.
Yeah, like,
fuck my husband,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
I'm
like,
not doing this.
Yeah, I don't even want to be all up in that close proximity.
Hell
with you.
yeah.
Like, sorry.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Respectfully.
Yeah, you respectfully. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Boy, hey, he put that Dior towel on with the banana under the blue and went to work on Mika's cheeks. Boy, stop playing. He put the Dior with the banana yellow with the blueberry blue on with the nice lineup and came for the work. Yo.
First one is, it may not be as hard, but
Mika
here
wasn't
it
ready
is.
for this. She stayed calm and cool though, but
working with Anton.
he was.
Well, I do not. Well,
Uh-oh.
I have not been on after hours since the whole incident happened.
That's not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
I'm not finished.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened.
I'm not finished.
And I felt that, you know, there were a lot of things that I did not like about everything that went on. So with that, I decided to pull away from the show. So no, I am not.
Oh.
Is that a
That's a
permanent
no,
termination?
I am not.
Permanent
Working-
termination?
yes. Yeah, I was only doing one show.
Nah.
Okay, so you're no longer a part of it. Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No. No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. Any sexual
No.
relations?
No. It's always been strictly professional. And
And you
that's
could be professionally sexual.
You were like,
Oh, I would
yo.
know.
Well, that's
so
what I'm
again,
saying. Yeah.
it's always been strictly professional.
Okay.
Strictly professional. Like I said, Anton has a persona online.
Okay.
I get his persona online. But personally, Anton hasn't done that to me.
Okay. What happened between him and Corey Holcomb?
So there you have it.
You know what I'm
Because that's a
saying?
whole nother segment,
And
man.
we're
We're
gonna
going.
cut that video later.
Yeah,
so
man.
Tune in to a pre-upload of that, or it might be a live. Put your
Yeah.
notification bells on for the part 2.
Hype up the video. Go check out Perspective. You know what I mean? His channel. Like, comment, subscribe as well.
Yep.
Because he's the originator of the Mika interview.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, leave your thoughts in the comment section on this matter. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like Mika did the right thing with, you know what I mean, going to these events, these business meetings with Antoine or not? Would you have it that way in your marriage or not? Let us know your thoughts on this matter. Comment down below, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.